So what's your podcast about?
Okay, this is making me feel really uncomfortable. Not like it. Is my mic on? Okay. Well then, let's go.
Yeah.
It's good bright, though.
Good bright.
It's good bright. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's light bright.
Yeah. Rainbow bright even.
Rainbow bright. Remember
See,
Rainbow bright?
I do remember Rainbow bright.
Light bright. I could have started singing that. It's good. That you
The light bright song.
Goodness.
Yeah.
Rainbow bright. Hey, how you guys doing? My name is John Jeremy. This is the Quiet Coyote Podcast. Ow!
Oh.
There's Clyde.
Yes. Guys, you might see us with a new setup because it's a new setup right here. So this is the new Quiet Coyote Podcast.
3.0.
Sobriety without the silence. This podcast is about wellness in every avenue, whether that be talking about pop culture, whether that be talking about food, which we like, traveling, or anything that enhances the betterment of us as a whole, together in unity. So I have a few guests here for our new little setup here. I'll start this way. We have Jamie.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, Jamie.
How's it going, dude?
Pretty good.
Good.
We have Emily.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming, Emily.
Thank you so much. And no, your ears are not wrong. And there's another Jamie.
Hi. We just like to make it confusing and put Emily into Jamie sandwiches. Sorry.
Yes. Best kind of sandwiches.
That's it.
She's
Emily's
so
like,
used to
I was
it.
about to say, she's used to it.
Yeah. She's like, oh, look, surrounded by Jamies.
I did this to myself.
Yeah.
You did. You
Well,
did.
Emily's the reason that Jamie and I know each other, so it just makes sense that you're in the middle.
Yeah.
You're the linchpin of this friendship threesome.
She's
I'm
the
happy to
glue.
be.
Yeah.
Jamie, you've come and you hosted before, so why don't you
yes.
talk about our guests
Awesome.
here and how
Well,
we know
again,
them?
I would love to. Thank you so much. This is very exciting. I love the look. We
Thank
were
you.
talking about, earlier when we started about how when you're an artist or a creative, like it's never enough. It's never perfect. But that's part of the journey. And I think it looks great today. So thank you for having us.
Of course.
So
Thank
John,
you guys for coming.
Yes, so
Thank
John
you.
has asked me to bring some guests on. So when I was thinking about people that I wanted to bring on to kind of tickle their brains, I thought about Jamie and Emily. These are my concert friends. I've known Emily since college. We did radio together in college, and Jamie and Emily know each other from radio as well. So
Yep.
I've known Jamie for 15 years and Emily for 20. So is it weird to meet people that I've known longer than you?
Well, I didn't think anybody knew you longer than me, so this is...
And the irony is that this is the first time we're meeting you, too. Like, heard so much about you. So it's like the worlds are just coming together right now.
They
It's
are.
meant to be.
How does that feel, right? Isn't
Stars
that
are
weird when people
aligning.
say, like, I heard a lot about you, and you're just like,
You're like, it good?
is that a good thing? I don't even want to hear a lot about me.
Yeah. Well, I think
Nothing
it's
but
something
good
to be
things.
flattered about, right? Because if you know John Jeremy from what I've shared about him, it means that he's important in my life and he's important to my sobriety. I've known John my whole time being sober.
Your whole sober life.
My whole sober life.
Sober life.
And I think it's a compliment. Like, I don't talk poop about people. Like,
Whoop.
it's not my vibe. So it's probably not poop talk. It's happy, good talk.
So y'all are used to this setup in radio, right?
yeah.
Yes.
Very
It's
much.
not a first time in front of a microphone.
Yeah. You're like, not my first rodeo.
Not to toot my own horn, but I was on air for a couple of radio stations in the Hamptons for a very long time, and now I run them. So, yeah.
So can
now
you
I'm
tell
on the
us
other side.
Yeah,
a little bit about, like, tell
boss
them who
energy.
you are and, like, a
Yeah.
little bit about that? Is that okay?
Gladly.
Awesome.
So I have a very strange journey in radio. I did radio in college. I kind of found myself into it because
College.
I didn't
Shout out to-
I didn't have the beauty of going to college with them. I went to Hofstra. First bout of college, I went to Hofstra. Fell into the radio station there. Hosted the metal show for 3 years.
What?
Was the only female host of the metal show for 3 years while I was there.
Girl can have.
went on a terrible interview for getting ready to get out of college.
Yeah.
And got told that I was too nice to work in radio and I should probably think of a different career.
Rude.
So I applied to nursing school that day, got accepted, and then got a job in radio.
Yeah.
Full circle moment.
And then, ironically enough, left radio and wound up doing the whole medical thing. Got medical, caregiver burnout, and went back to radio.
Yay.
Full circle. But yeah, I'm actually at the same stations that I was back in the day. So I've worked every job in the radio station, from promotions to programming to being on the air to now operations manager of 3 beautiful radio stations in the Hamptons, one of the only independent radio stations left on Long Island.
Wow.
Shout out to WEHM 1017 The Beach and WBAZ. So those
Sounds like you know what you're doing.
those are my babies. So yeah. Home in front of a mic. This is home. This is happiness.
I'm just kind of stuck a little bit on what does it mean that you sounded too nice to be on radio? Was it because was it like Howard Stern era where everybody needs a shock jock, or what do they mean by nice?
So I interviewed with a gentleman who was definitely more on the outs of his radio career, and basically what he was trying to say to me was that as a personality type, I have a very big personality. I'm very caring. I'm empathetic. And he told me that radio was going to chew me up and spit me out because I didn't have the backbone for it.
Gotcha, the business
Yeah,
of radio.
I run it now. So that's funny. But yeah.
I assume this was an old white man.
How'd you guess?
I don't know.
She has ESPN.
Yeah, I never would have guessed that. And funny enough is that I work for a strong, independent, female-owned radio station now.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a big difference. Never think that it's not going to be a big difference. It is. But yeah, it's been a long journey, and I've had some steps in between, but. That's why I'm so comfortable. This is home. Anytime in front of a microphone is home to me.
Yeah, you were meant to do it because you kept it. That seems to be the path that was led for you, that you kept being drawn back to it, and the doors opened up.
One of these days, I'm going to somehow magically melt medical and radio together. I'll be like Dr. Jamie and operating with a microphone, being like, and this is what I am doing. I am opening the back of this person right now. No, maybe. Or, maybe I'll find my way on a medical drama or something. Just gotta do a little bit of everything.
I think that's exactly, there's always a niche for everybody.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we don't want to blow up the egos of the medical field though any more than they already are, because you mentioned giving them a platform to speak too much, and then you don't want doctors on the radio. It's bad. It's bad news.
Bad news bears.
Bad news bears.
That's it. 100%.
They never shut up. You don't want it.
I worked for an ortho surgeon. I can in fact say they do not shut up.
Yeah. Still love the surgeons and that I worked for. But yeah, if you got him in front of a microphone, he would definitely just be the worst.
Just going just continuing without even...
Yeah, the absolute worst.
Well, what do you think, medically what would be the niche within the niche? If it's a medical radio show, you could also... Anything specific, you think? Was it nursing? Was it, more specific?
So I ended my medical journey doing neurosurgery. I was working for a neurosurgeon who are the funniest group of doctors you will ever meet.
Yeah.
Personality for days. Some of it is definitely a disorder of personality.
Yeah.
But there are a bunch of characters. I would love to get a round table of neurosurgeons just to talk about their different areas of neurosurgery, because that would be the most awkward bunch of humans on a microphone talking about what they love, and I think it would be the only time you would ever hear any of them actually be able to hold a conversation.
Really?
Because talking in a normal manner,
Normal setting.
not gonna happen. Like you might get like 3 answers, and it's most of it's shrugs and grunts, but then you ask them about neurosurgery, and all of a sudden they become the most personable humans you will ever encounter.
So it's similar to like how it was on Grey's Anatomy, where it's like, first off, all the neurosurgeons on Grey's Anatomy are very attractive people.
Yeah, not
like
so much in the field.
Not in real life.
Yeah, not in real life. No, they're not like that.
TV is
No.
fake.
No.
Has anybody watched The Pit yet?
It's beautiful.
I haven't watched it yet.
Gorgeous. Amazing.
Yeah.
10 out of 10. Totally
watch it?
recommend.
Okay.
Is it about medical things?
It's a day in the life in the medical field. So
Wow.
rather than like Grey's where they're doing different things all the time.
It's a soap opera, really. in
It
Grey's.
is, yeah, because
really
you know
is.
there's very
There's
little
the plane
medical
crash, explosions, and
7
yeah.
times
What?
that hospital is blown up.
To be fair, like because it is Shonda Rhimes, she does touch on current issues in the news involving healthcare and women's healthcare struggles
Yes.
that marginalized persons do go through. However,
Wow.
very, very
my
dramatic. Everyone's hooking up with each other, but the pit is actually hour by hour of a 12-hour shift, is it not?
At a hospital,
And
yeah,
in an emergency department.
in one department, and you get to that you see those relationships. You can tell that there are like different moving parts, and they're still humanizing the doctors, the nurses, the patients, and they're telling the stories, but they're doing it in a much nicer manner. Like it's more real. You know, like
Yeah.
Grey's, sometimes you're like, okay, I worked in the medical field. That's not going to happen. Like, that's the 3rd brain tumor you found because somebody sneezed wrong. Like, that's not how that happens. It's just not how it
What
happens.
bothers me the most, though, about Grey's Anatomy is like, and just like, because I want to be a rad tech, an X-ray tech one day.
Nice.
They sit in on radiology scans. All the doctors of all specialties.
And nobody ever.
That doesn't happen.
That doesn't happen.
Sounds like that would take
it's
up a lot of time.
just-
Them just waiting.
They're pressing the buttons. They're positioning the patients, and we're just like, yeah, y'all got texts for that. Like, what is happening?
Yeah.
But that's a moment that they have to like talk about the drama that's going on.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
in the hospital, and it's just like it's just very fake. But like the pit, I think they have consults, and it's also Noah Wiley, who was in ER, whose mother was a nurse.
Yeah.
As well.
You get a feel with the pit that there's definitely somebody who actually worked in a medical department
Yeah.
where, like, they get it and they're getting the stereotypes of certain people, like, very accurate. Because it is, like, you know, even when they make it in, like, a comedy fashion, like, they have Saint Denis. That show is hilarious. But they have hit every single one of the like departments in the best way. Like ortho is all the ortho bros. You have like the weird little neurosurgeons who are all kind of like, yeah, I do brains and spines. And then like, but they've gotten, you know that they've worked with these people. Like you have that like one nurse who's just done with her life. Like she's like, I want to retire tomorrow, but I still love my patients so hard. Like she'll fight for them, but you just see the defeat.
This conversation reminds me, so I worked at a domestic violence agency and I currently work for Child Protective Services. And watching Law and Order SVU, I'm like, I love Law and Order SVU, but I'm like, this is not real. This is not how it is. Like, this is not how it works. Like, you know, I'm seeing these trials and I'm like, this is not realistic. This would never happen in real life, you know? So that's what this conversation is reminding me. It's like
TV is fake. When I used to watch like recovery stuff, there was a thing with like Always Sunny's in Philadelphia where Charlie was like, you know, going to a 12-step program, and then the waitress, you know, came and said, oh, you're here too? She's like, I don't know, do you need a sponsor? I could be your sponsor. And I'm like, that's not technically how they do that there. But then watching shows like Mom or Flaked on Netflix and certain shows, I'm like, wow, that was really accurate. Like they seems like they had went to actual 12-step meetings and like sat in to see the lingo and see the certain things that only we know how to do. But like my only medical show that I love, and I'm so happy that it's actually this month they're coming back as a revival, is Scrubs.
Yay,
Scrubs,
There's like a scene in one of the openings of Scrubs where like they show this X-ray of a skeleton, and then like one of the out of nowhere, one episode like in the beginning they like stop and the guy like takes and he flips it upside down. He goes, this has been wrong the whole time. It bothered me the whole time. And
It's been bugging me for years.
I'm no Superman.
I love Scrubs, so I'm
Me
happy
too.
there.
Scrubs is my favorite.
Zach Braff.
I'm not gonna lie.
Oh my
yeah.
goodness, I
Donald
love them so
Faison.
much. I'm happy that
Yes.
they're coming back.
Oh my God, I'm so excited for
Come
that.
on the podcast. Just throwing
Zach
that
Braff,
out
come
there.
on
Yes,
podcast.
yes.
I'm literally inviting all these celebrities that we talk
Yeah.
about. I'm like, we had one of the
on
last
down.
episodes. Me and Kara talked about the guy that plays in the Goonies and
Sean Astin.
Sean
I
just
Astin.
watched that
and I
episode this
told
week.
Sean Astin, I was like, Sean Astin, come on.
Definitely, come on.
What's
yeah.
that?
Come
Are you?
on.
Well,
You're
Zach
a
Braff's
legend.
commercials on Verizon
Oh,
with his
T-Mobile.
coworker.
Yeah.
T-Mobile. Is that what it is?
T-Mobile.
Oh, those are
Oh,
so
my
funny.
goodness.
I can't.
No, it's really like the only reason why I watched a few shows after Scrubs was because the creator, did them like Cougar Town.
Cougar Town.
You wouldn't think it was that good, but it was a great show. Really well done. Had the same like actors on it as well. Same creators, same writers. Like actually an awesome show. And I owe that to the creator of Scrubs. And then Shrinking on Apple TV.
Shrinking
Also.
is fantastic.
And it's the same kind of heartfelt writing where like you're still laughing, but you're still going through and you're kind of like you have that empathy for and you like want these people to succeed. And
Yeah.
these people are good, like, introspective people and they want to work on the relationships in their lives. And like I feel like that was like at the heart of Scrubs as well. As wacky and as goofy as it was, they like these are the people they want to be better doctors, they want to be better partners. And I think like that's what really drives a lot of like at least like what I enjoy in TV. Like this like seeking to be better. Better
It's the human
servant,
element.
better
Yeah,
person.
you want the human element.
I call it the heart. I said whether it's comedy, drama, even action, when we all see any type of genre, whether that be TV or movies, what knits it all together is that language of the heart, that like the comedy is the heart of the comedy. I want this person to win. I want this person
Yeah.
like each show, every story ever written is about a problem. There is a problem and I need to fix that, and usually the heart is where I got the heart to go through the problem. That's all. That's
Yeah.
like writing 101 in a nutshell. You look for the heart. If you have a problem and you have a heart, that's how you can have the arc. You're good.
Well,
you have a
and
show.
that's what makes it successful is if you
Yeah.
can actually get somebody saying, yes, I can see you with the heart of this.
The heart of this. The heart
Yeah.
of the comedy or the drama or the action. Even action movies, you're like, you want that hero to win. You want them to. Like with Scrubs, it's still to this day, I just remember with like, Dr. Cox, which for those who don't know is like the main doctor. And then we
Best.
have, JD, which is more of like the learning, he's learning under Dr. Cox, but like where Dr. Cox tells him not to take people's death, like, to heart. But then in a flip where somebody dies under his watch, he does that.
Remember what you told me? Second you start blaming yourself for people's deaths, there's no coming back. Yeah. You're right.
He's a classic character for that, like in writing, like where he's trying to do good, but he knows that he has failed and will fail.
Yeah.
And I feel like, you're rooting for him, even though he's kind of a jerk, like a lot of the time.
Yeah.
But
He
like,
came off as abrasive, and then
Yes.
but with like the best heart, because you would see it. He'd
Exactly.
be like gruff, 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 and then a puddle of just awesome, where you're like, okay, well now he's showing that he's human. He's showing those emotions. He's showing how vulnerable he is. I always loved his relationship with his wife.
Yes.
And his kid. And one of my favorite things, my husband and I love Scrubs. And we have a 3-year-old that we have partial custody of. Big long thing. And he, my husband said the other day, yeah, I'm teaching my kid to be a straight shooter. Like the episode where like the little kid is running around going, what was he saying? Fatty. He's doing his fatty dance. I'm teaching my kid to be a straight shooter. Literally said that the other day because my kid, he's 3, so he's picking up all these things. And I said to him when I dropped him off, I said, are you going to be a good boy? You going to be a good boy for grandma? You're going to be a good boy at school? And he looks at me and he goes, no. And walks away laughing. And I
Gonna
was
be
like,
a straight shooter, Mom.
I was
straight
like,
sh-
all right, well, at least the kid's truthful. Like I know he's
you
telling
gotta
me
ask
the
for.
truth. He's
And
just
does he
like,
do the gun? He's like,
Nah.
Mom,
Nah.
I'm just a straight shooter, and he has to do this.
I'm waiting for it. He does the hands in the pocket right now.
He just needs a little cap, a little how happy, like pretty
he's
lady.
Definitely he's got the 3-year-old swagger right now, where it's like hands in the pocket. He's just like, yep, I'm free. I'm cool.
He
I'm
is
like,
cool.
I was like,
He's-
all right,
very cool.
all right, kid. Like you do.
I feel like that's the perfect segue into one of the things that I wanted to talk to my ladies about over here, which is John and I are child free by choice,
Love that choice.
except for my cat.
wonderful.
She's my child, but she's not a human.
Still a child.
So, as Jamie mentioned, she has partial custody of her nephew, your cousin's son.
My family is a very complicated web of things. He's my cousin's daughter's son.
So a
He's
child.
my third cousin, but
her third cousin. There you go.
yeah, he's my cousin.
And Emily has a little boy. His name's Oliver. He's 6 now.
Yes, he's
Oh, that's gross. They get so old. I remember going to your baby shower, and Emily's mom threw her a dinosaur themed
It was
baby
the
shower.
best baby
It was so
shower
much
ever.
fun. I just remember because I was freshly sober, and I was like trying to be like a real person again. Like these are all my friends I used to drink with, and it was like that was one of the first moments I was like, okay, this is all right. This is okay. Like, the messiness of being Jamie is okay because I'm here with my people and they still love me. But anyway, so I'm just curious, as someone who is only centered on herself, because that's how I chose to live my life, what is it like being a parent and trying to do all the things that parents do, but also take care of yourself and honor yourself as an independent being outside of your family, outside of your husbands, outside of your children? Can you guys tell me a little bit about that?
I mean, it's still a struggle. I think,
Agreed.
6 years out. I think you guys obviously at the center of this is sobriety. I had to stop drinking when I got pregnant. So it kind of was a forced thing that I don't resent or regret, but it definitely, that was the first thing that changed for my life. I really wasn't doing well with substances before that, but that's another story for another day. But it's kind of just I think all the time I thought I was taking care of myself. I really wasn't. And once you are put into another position now where you're thinking about another's well-being, maybe sometimes before your own, it's a little harrowing, because now when I'm driving in the car with him, it's not just my own safety, it's his as well. So these maybe I wouldn't take that left turn as hastily. I'd wait a little bit longer.
Yep.
It's just it's kind of like that as well. It's when you start getting I don't know, I have a lot of anxiety, and I didn't realize how bad it was until I started getting intrusive thoughts when my son was a baby and would get into things. So there's a lot of ways that I'm trying to still figure out how to take care of myself with all the anxieties that come along with being a parent. I'm trying to be active and move, and
We had a fun day on Friday.
we did. We went to the step aerobics class.
Yeah, with emo music, these. I don't know if I can say bitches, but these bitches, I'm like, oh my God, they are talented. We're in the
They're
corner,
really good.
me and Emily, and the lady's it's AML Fitness, shout out AML Fitness in Huntington, and she's recording us. I'm like, thank God we picked the right spot, because we are
back corner.
we are
Yeah.
not being seen.
Cannot see us.
Had I come, I would have been like, corner.
Yeah, corner. And we died, but we came back to life. Here we are.
Oh,
So,
you're a zombie.
yeah.
Yeah.
Taking
kind of
care of
zombies.
your physical health is important.
It is huge. That's definitely something that changes, is that you realize your own mortality a little bit when you're taking care of somebody else. You're like, all right, well, I'm not living just for me anymore. This little person needs me. What if I'm not here? Who's taking care of him? And I'm in a very different situation, obviously, because he's not born from me.
Yeah.
My husband and I are choosing to aid this.
Yeah.
He comes from a rough beginnings. There's a lot of, the sobriety touches something in me too, because I'm the child of 2 addict parents. Neither of them are here anymore. And my godson is the son of an addict, and she's not in the picture because she couldn't choose to be present. She never was able to get to the sobriety point. It's 3 years and she's still not there. And my elderly aunt is the primary caregiver, and she knows her limitations. And my husband and I were child-free by choice.
Yes.
And then when this tiny human came into the picture who had very humble beginnings like some of us did, and it kind of hit something in me where I'm like, oh my God, I have the chance to do something for a kid who, like, I didn't have that chance. And I had, like, a really good amount of support from others. Like, my kid is going to be that child where they say, like, it takes a village. My kid is going to be that village kid because he is just surrounded by people who are choosing to love him every single day and choosing to make sure that he is going to become a good human. Emily was we threw a birthday party for him.
Happy birthday!
And
He's
Emily and her son were there. And I actually had like a moment where I'm like looking at all these people. Everybody that was there is my friends with their kids. And this is my village. And now my village who helped me in the worst moments of my life are there with my little guy, who's not even my blood son, but he's my love son.
Yeah.
So like, it's so beautiful to see that. And you do realize that like, I'm not living just for me. I'm living for this little guy. So like, I'm eating better. I'm exercising sometimes. And, you know, I have anxiety. Like you realize like you get mad. Like they're a little kid. Like I know that, you know, he's thrown his toys literally all over my living room. And I'm just like, okay, I gotta breathe. And I have to remember that this is a small person who does not know better. Don't yell. Don't scream. It's not productive. Take a deep breath. Remember that we have to learn, and we're learning together. I'm learning how to be a parent. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I had two parents who didn't know what the hell they were doing. Don't repeat the cycle. Let's work with it.
And by you choosing to recognize when you get into that fight-flight mode and learning how to self-regulate yourself, you're modeling that behavior
Right.
for others. You know,
Right.
and 3-year-olds,
And
they
it's
can
hard.
see.
It is hard.
It is very hard.
Emily,
Yeah.
I'm sure you can speak of how many times like I feel so terrible. Like I yell, I've yelled at him, and then I'm like, oh my God, that was so not me.
Yeah.
But like, you don't know how else to react. Like how
Like
that's just how.
Yeah, you're being put in situations you've never been put before.
Yeah.
Even as Oliver gets older, it's been just kind of like just you learn, and like I didn't know that I didn't know how to self-regulate. I didn't know.
Yep.
And
it's
I
a
think
huge
that's
thing you learn.
like I think I took it for granted that I went through most of my life like I was overstimulated, but I could manage it. But now I'm overstimulated, and I'm supposed to be modeling for an overstimulated person watching everything I do. And it's you have to take care of yourself. And I think I'm still working on it. Even like taking care of the relationships around you.
Yeah.
Taking care of my relationship with my partner as well has been at times a struggle, because not only do you have to learn how to do that for yourself, but now you have to do it in another way, like where I just can't get into an argument and we hash it out and it's done. Sometimes we have to pause. We have to wait, and we're not used to that either. We can't just hash it out because we shouldn't be doing that in front of him, especially if it's something about him or how we choose to parent, because that's also something too. You have disagreements with how to parent because he comes from somewhere else. I come from where I come from. So that's, something we have to take care of too. Is
There's two people.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like not just parenting, but parenting together. There's
Yep.
like me as the parent, and then me and you as parents
A unit.
with the
Oh,
S,
yeah.
and working together. I had told my sponsor today that I met before you guys got here, and we were on Zoom talking, and like I was telling him about how I'm just very happy and at peace with working through my life where I'm at now with recovery, with how everything is. And like you were saying, both of you were saying what I was saying to him. It's like, I've never been here before. All right. So I've never been at this point in time. We've never been here today. So accepting like that I don't know what I don't know. Like my father passed away on January 17th of 2017. My mom passed away January 22nd, 19th, was it 22nd of 2022? No way.
Yeah, it was 4 years ago. Yeah.
So either way, I had made a song, and I was going through on the 17th of January this month, like I had went and I was looking through my computer for something, and I saw this song and I played it. I never released it because it's the rough copy. And in the song, in the third verse, I had no verses. So what I did was I took a bunch of people that had passed away, because the song was just about deep depression and it was about mourning these things. And I had like my ex-girlfriend Jackie, and it had like my best friend Steven, and it had my father, and it had Michael, this kid I sponsored, and I had all their voices, and I wasn't ready. I didn't know, like hearing my father's voice. I didn't hear his voice for so many years. So my body felt it, like it was like boom, like a flash, and it just felt it. And I was like, but I was able to feel it, and I was able to be like, wow, I didn't expect it. So life for me is like, I should be working on recovery the best I can to my ability, because for the unexpected moment, for the moments that I don't know I'm going to feel this, I don't know what it's going to be like, and it's okay.
Yep.
You know, and that's what recovery is, like, that it's okay to not know, because no one was given a book saying that this is how I'm supposed to think or feel.
It's allowing yourself to have the bad days too, because like that's
Being human is messy.
that like I feel, you know, I have my moments where I'm like, all right, you know, I need like a timeout. Like I need a timeout. Like I need to take 10 minutes to myself and work on me for like a minute. Like everybody needs to leave me alone. And then I feel guilty about it. And I'm like, no, I should be allowed to have a bad moment and like take a beat and not feel bad about it.
Because you would do that for your partner, and I'm sure you would do that for your partner. So I don't know. It's difficult. I don't know if it's a woman thing, but I think it's difficult for women who are more socialized to be in the caretaking role for us to, take a beat. Like, you know, my older sister, love you, Tammy. She often has complaints about that part of her relationship where her husband just does whatever he needs to do, and she doesn't stand up for herself and doesn't share. Like, I need some time for me. Can you take care of these children for like 2 hours while I go do something? Like, I feel like it's very challenging, especially for my family, where we were very much like reading the temperature of the room all the time. So like if it was a degree too high or too cold, like we would like kind of step in there to be like, okay, how are we going to manage mom and dad today? And that wasn't like a conscious thing. That was a very subconscious thing that we did, you know?
Yep.
So I see that like, you know, in flowing in, you know, relationships that my sisters may have with their husbands, even myself, like, you know, I still have challenge. I just broke up with somebody. I mean, we were dating, but this wasn't my boyfriend. But I did break up with somebody recently, and I realized like I was walking that fine line of like enjoying what we were doing, but also being like, this is not my person, and I'm not ready to say this isn't my person. Like I'm just trying to enjoy being with. But there was things that were happening that were bothering me, and I didn't feel comfortable to talk to him about it. So yeah, like again, like I don't know if it's a gender thing, but at least for me, I can speak for myself that, you know, the caretaking thing runs deep in my family, and it's really hard for my sisters and myself to be like, hey, I need to take some time for myself and. You know, to take a beat. You know, I do have fine. I have my cat. I'd be like, okay, bye, Kimmy, I'm gonna go leave the house. But for when you have children, especially children who have 1,000 things going on, it's very challenging to be like, okay, I need to take care of me, because you can't pour from an empty cup, right?
Yeah.
It's innate for me, because when, you know, upstairs is the pastor and the family, and they had asked me once to pick up their son down the street, and I was like, this was like last year or so. I'm like, you trust me?
That feels like a big deal.
Like I'm thinking like, but they were just like,
Yeah.
hey, like, can you please, like, we're doing stuff, we don't know who to ask, like, you know. And I said sure, but like going to pick him up and like walk, like him like recognizing me, like they told me what I had to do, go up to the school with the other parents, and like it's just so innate in me to be the protector, to make sure like this is the kid. And like, you know, like you said, driving, like I was driving safer, like when it came to like helping to like watch my sister's kids. Now they're all in college, but like I was changing their diapers, I was watching iCarly with them and playing. It was like, I literally talked about this today with my buddy Nick, because I was asking him how he took his nephew, like he was looking for like this sled so he can sled with his nephew, and like he was showing me videos and he was so proud. And I was like, bro, I was like, his nephew's 6. I said, it goes really fast. I said, it goes so fast. And I know that like you may not understand it, but like, cause I remember changing all their diapers, and I remember taking care of all of them, like every weekend, or like really watching. And so my sister can have a break and go out with her husband. And like, just, it was just like, I felt it. It's like an innate thing to take care. Once there was a little human, It just came up naturally. Even though I don't have children, it's still there. When I see the children, it's just a natural thing to want to be protective and like show them the right way. I talk better. I talk nicer. I'm more considerate. I'm more thoughtful of what I say, you know, so that, and it's also like, I think it's a blessing because then it's like a second childhood for the parent or for the person, I assume, right?
100%. I feel like I'm getting to experience a lot of things I don't think I actually experienced the first time around, you know?
Wow.
Like
Yeah, that's
I
beautiful.
definitely like I had a very interesting childhood. So now I'm like, I got to throw my kid a party at Chuck E. Cheese. I'm like, I never had a party at Chuck E. Cheese. Like, we didn't do birthday parties.
I love Chuck E. Cheese is still around.
We're trying to get to Chuck E. Cheese because you've never been to Chuck E.
I've never been to
Cheese.
Chuck E. Cheese. Yes, should we go?
Blasphemy.
We were like
Blasphemy, right?
four adult humans
So,
to walk into Chuck E. Cheese. I don't know.
Blasphemy.
That's when you play the budget Rent-A-Kid and you just come and hang out with us.
There you
Like,
go.
we'll go. I mean, I have like, you know, the bronze pass right now after that.
What does that even mean? What?
They give you 2 free months. They're trying to lure you back to the rat casino so you spend more money. I mean,
They have the best pizza.
The pizza's
pizza's
really good,
good,
though. Yeah.
Is it like high school pizza where it's like Elio's or whatever? Which is
Roller
my
rink,
favorite.
roller rink
like
pizza.
that.
Best.
It's like,
It's not
Mix-
quite Domino's.
yeah, like
Kind of.
Elio's and Domino's
Had a baby.
had a baby
Costco,
with
we love Costco. Yes.
They had a baby with Costco.
Wow, that is a good
They
description.
were like a really good little polycule, and they all like got together and made Chuck E. Cheese pizza.
Chuck E. Cheese pizza.
Yeah.
I must say, like when I my nephews and niece run from ages 12 to 3, and when I am with them, like nothing else matters. Like it's just that moment and being with them and being
Kid again, too,
and being kid
in a
again
sense.
and practicing my patience because. Especially Henry and Parker, they're 3 and 6, and they don't follow rules of games, which really frustrates me because
We
I like
love
winning
you.
and I like following the rules, and we just play Parker's rules really. So it's helping me
3-year-olds
be.
listen really well.
They listen really great,
really well. I have a
we're-
3-nager. That's what they are.
Yeah, when we're playing Taco Cat Goat Cheese Pizza, the point of the game is to get rid of all your cards. Parker's point of the game is to get all the cards. And I'm like, Parky, like, this is not how we play. So he like always hits it last. And I'm like, Parky. But I love him. He's the best.
Yeah, teaching a kid how to play something is really quite an experience, and you don't realize how anal retentive of a human you are until you're trying to play a game.
Yeah. When you're trying to teach somebody else a game, you're like,
You're
wait,
like, no,
I don't know.
This is how this. Is
this how it goes?
I'm like, but listen, the thing is telling you what to do, and they're like, now, pizza, throw it at you. I'm like, no, but the thing is telling you, you put it on the silver thing, and he's like, no, pizza, die.
And they're like, wait, what am I doing? Why is the game telling me
Right.
what to do? I don't want to do that.
And unless it's like
Learning.
throw objects at Dada, like
that's a
oh
good
yeah,
game.
no, that's a game that we can get behind.
I still
you
like that
know,
game.
Yeah,
Throw objects at Dada.
Throw
That's fun.
objects at Dada. I'm like, all right, sure, sign me up. This means I get to throw this foam ball at my husband. Yeah, let's throw things at Dada.
What was everybody's favorite game growing up as a kid? Let's start over here. Mr. Jeremy.
Growing up as a kid, my favorite game. I'm
Like
not
board game. Let's just be specific. Board game.
Board
Okay,
game.
okay.
My favorite board game.
There's so many games out there.
I'm not sure if I had a favorite board game. No, I didn't really play board games. Stuff I liked to do as a kid was like the book fair and
Yes.
get like
Oh,
The
book fairs
Scholastic
are-
Book Fair?
scary
Yes.
stories.
Solid.
You know,
Yes.
Oh, scary stories.
Scary
to tell
or
in the
like
dark.
my was it my
With the good
my middle
pictures.
school teacher's an alien or something.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
Choose
That
your
was
own
good.
adventure book.
Oh, I love
Oh, the
Choose Your Own Adventure
Goosebumps,
books.
the Goosebumps books.
Yeah,
Yes.
Classic.
Oh, so good. Sorry, I got distracted because Dylan bought this for me. It says Aunt from the Scholastic Book Fair this year. Or from his like craft fair or something. He's like, Auntie, I got you this. I'm like, thanks, Dylan.
I
He's my
want
godson.
adult book fairs.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
know.
They're called bookstores, but I'd rather go to a book fair.
But like, I want it in like a school gymnasium.
Yes.
It needs to smell like that, like weird school gymnasium smell.
Kinda like
and
plastic.
it just, yeah.
Well,
and
why
it
don't we
needs to
make
be-
one? Why don't we
should.
do an event called
I
like
would do it.
the adult book fair where like you have
Quiet Comedy
not
Podcast
adult
presents.
books. That sounds bad now, but like
I mean, some of the books I read are a little
they're a
adult.
little
Smutty.
Yeah, we do a book swap. Bring all our
Yeah.
funny stuff. Me and Jamie are in the middle or the end of reading the Heated Rivalry series.
Ooh.
I'm at the very end. I have
I'm
one
on book
book
3.
left.
I love Ryan and Fabian.
Okay, so Ryan and Fabian are my favorite.
Oh yeah, so excited.
That was my favorite book of the series. I know everybody is, all about Shane and Ilya. Love them. Totally about it.
They're great.
Love them.
Ryan and Fabian are the better couple. couple.
I
Sorry,
agree.
not
We can
sorry.
literally talk for another 40 minutes about heated rivalry.
I could do a whole. We could do a whole podcast. On
Absolutely.
That,
No,
I'm sure.
maybe that's, when you guys come back again, we can talk about heated rivalry, and they'll be like, we don't know what that is.
Or maybe we should check it out and then that way we
Yeah,
can come
yeah.
back
So
and
you
do
two
a
have
review.
homework. You have
Homework for the next episode.
I have all the books, so feel free to
Yeah.
borrow them.
My favorite game growing up was Sorry. Me and my sisters played Sorry all the
Yeah.
time upstate, and we also were a big Clue family. Whether it was the board game or the Sega game, we loved Clue.
Clues
And the kids
Clues
love
good
these
one.
games too. Like, it's nice to be able to expose my
Maybe-
nieces and nephews too.
I take
to
it
the
back.
board
Maybe
games.
Guess Who.
Guess
a
Who.
very-
Yes.
Guess Who's a
very-
good game.
That's a
Parker
good one.
Henry
Do they
love
have
Guess
red
Who.
hair? No.
I feel like now Guess Who could get like a little uncomfortable though.
Oh, that's true.
You're like,
A little
how do I?
Stereotypical.
How
kind
am
of
I?
thing.
How am I describing this person?
Did they come in the country legally? Like, what?
You basically-
Terrible.
That's what I was thinking when you guys were doing the joke from Scrubs. I'm like, I wonder how, because
Yes.
a lot of the stuff that they joked about it seems a little antiquated. So like, I want to see Scrubs in 2026
Yeah.
if they are a little more. Because I'm watching the old Scrubs
Me
and I'm
too.
like, I'm laughing, but I'm like,
like,
I don't know what they can say that today.
Yeah,
There's-
you do a lot of that when you're rewatching old things. Like, I'm not gonna lie, my comfort show is How I Met Your Mother.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
okay. Yeah.
And there's
yeah,
Is it? Barney?
yeah.
Really?
The whole
Barney
time,
is problematic from the beginning to the end.
Barney would probably
Barney's
be
very
on in an
problematic.
Ted
Epstein
is
file.
also very problematic and
Yeah.
the worst character.
Oh, 100%.
Marshall still wins every time.
Marshall's the best.
Well, Jason Segel,
Still
hands
is-
down. The man
Yes.
has a Muppet room, so
Yes,
therefore
correct.
he is my perfect man.
I had Jason Segel.
Jason
What's he-
Segel.
Yep. You've seen him
Oh,
out
you
in the
know.
wild.
Forgetting
Oh
Sarah
yeah,
Marshall.
I was with Jason somewhere, and I can't tell anything,
No,
but I
that's
could just say
fine.
he was.
Just
we were
know
there. We
that-
looked at each other. He gave me a nod. That's why I never forgot because I was like, oh, I see you, Jason. You
That
said
And you'd be like,
man
I've
is
seen your
perfect.
penis and
Yes.
Yeah.
forgetting Sharon Marshall. Favorite game growing up?
Favorite game. I really liked Guess Who. At school, when I learned how to play checkers, it was just like, that was like the hyper focus in like
Yes.
third grade.
Wow.
So like
Cool.
that was it. Just like I needed to win checkers every single recess.
So I was a Candyland girl.
Candyland, yes. yes.
Yeah,
Nice.
and Shoots and Ladders.
I was
Those
gonna
were-
say Shoots and Ladders sounds
Yes.
like a cousin of Candy.
Yeah,
I think
so
so.
they
I
were
always think of
definitely
them,
were
yeah.
definitely like hand in hand. Like you would finish Candyland and then set up Shoots and Ladders.
I feel like Mousetrap is also related.
I
Yeah.
hate Mousetrap because Henry loves Mousetrap and it takes forever to set up. And I'm like, oh no, Henry, we're missing a piece. Can we play something else? And I'm like, this piece, I throw it across the room. It's fine.
Oh, now if he
don't
watches
know.
this,
Close your ears.
So here's Henry.
Earmuffs.
earmuffs.
Well, I can't believe it's been 41 minutes already.
goodness.
God.
Will you both come back one day?
I would love to.
Anytime.
Oh my God, we have so much more to talk about. But how we usually end the show is we share like a little words of wisdom or a little affirmation or something to kind of send off to our listeners / viewers. So I'll go first since I'm already talking and give everybody a chance to think. But I think today my words of advice is like blend your friendship groups together. Like it's been really cool to bring different friends who don't know John and vice versa to come on and kind of find what common ground we have together. So that's my advice for today, or my little affirmation. Mr. Jeremy, what is yours?
Today I want to say do something that your inner child would love. You know,
that.
like take your inner child out.
Yes.
And do something like, fun. Go arcade or go take yourself to like the roller rink or go to the bookstore and get like a cool book or whatever. Color, do something.
Yes. Love that. Miss Jamie at the end.
Well, I think that, allow yourself to have a bad day. You're allowed. Don't forget you're human and you're allowed to have a bad day. Don't beat yourself up about it.
I think you should just give yourself grace as you experience life for the first time. You are here in this moment right now, and you've never been here before.
Yeah.
So allow yourself that grace to experience it wholly, be present.
Iconic guests we have today. Thank you, Jamie and Emily, so much for coming out
Thank you so much.
on this late night. And thank you, John, for having us today and always
you.
inviting me to bring some people on. So thank you all for listening / watching. And we'll catch you again in the flippity flop to quote Ned Flanders.
Yeah, we'll see you guys later. Peace
Bye.
out.
Bye.
So what's your podcast about?
Okay, this is making me feel really uncomfortable. not like it. Is my mic on? Okay. Well then, let's go.